Hey everybody, so we're back. I know it's been a while. So where we left you is that we were going to be finishing off the shower room, and if you remember, just before I was about to embark on the last bits of it, I came up with a little bit of a notion, let's say. Let me take you back to a couple of videos ago and let me explain to you what I was thinking at that time. Is there anything that I would have done differently or anything I would have changed? And now that I've taken the van out a couple of times and I've used it, there's definitely some things I would change. First one is the table that I bought. So that's the table in when it's up and ready to go. Now, for my kids, who are nice and small and petite, a quick little move of that, they can move straight in. But for me, who I'm a little fat fucker, observe. Not great. To have a bed for the kids, then I would need to put the kitchen here. Built that all, and then realised that when I close the door, oh, how can I open it? There's no way to open it. I did find a way around this, and I'll show you how I did it. It's not great, but it does work. So, what I've done is I have this little opening here, which I can access from in here. Now, I can put my hand through there, click it, and the whole thing opens. Not ideal, especially when I'm trying to get out of the van quite quickly. But I don't know any other way around it now. So that's why I've got the side off here and I haven't done that door yet, because for me to be, I still need to be able to access this to be able to open it. So I am trying to find a way to make this work, and when I do, I will let you know. But in the meantime, I'm this close to just ripping that out, ripping the bathroom out and redoing the whole thing again if I can't find a fix. And yes, let's hope I did end up ripping the whole lot out. We needed to change it. I wasn't really feeling it the way it was, and I knew that if I just kept on doing that shower, I would just end up just hating it in the end. So we made some changes. Let's have a look at them. So, first change, we ripped out the shower room. All that work that we put in, we ripped it out, and we put a kitchen in. We put a kitchen right in its place there. We got this kitchen out of IKEA. We actually got it in the discount area, so we managed to get all the soft fittings, everything that's needed for it. So it's got soft close, it's got everything we need on here. We also went and got this part here at the top for it, which gives a nice little bit of storage with a net on top of it to hold everything in. But the net we only put the net up for when we're driving. The rest of the time that net is down. By adding this kitchen in here means that we've opened up the space for the rest of us here. All the extra room, all the extra space for the sitting, and we've got an extra seating right here. Never sat on this side before. Looks pretty cool. Now, if you want to know what I had in that seat, let me show you. So, if you remove this up a little bit, underneath here, I now have my fridge, which is absolutely perfect, exactly where we need it, out of room, doesn't take any space up in the house. We also had the biggest issue was with that table. Absolutely hated it. If you remember from that previous video there, it was really hard for me to get in. But let me show you what we've got now. So, I removed that table that we had in the middle, and I put on a legging leg. Well, not really a legging leg, they're so expensive, but it's a legging type of leg, which now allows me to swing it all the way around, which means that I can have a sit down quite easily and not have any issues. This is really, really good. I really, really like this table. I've got so much, I feel so much more comfortable in here now. I can just sit, I can relax, I can put my feet up if I wanted to over there. It is not in the way. Absolutely brilliant. And now that we've got all this space, we've got so many other things that we could do to it as well. So we did some other slight upgrades as well. One of them was we installed a Maxx Airfan Deluxe, which is my new favourite toy. Comes with the remote control that you need to access it. That's it. Love that sound every time it goes up. Absolutely brilliant. You'll notice that we do have a skylight that's up there, which then allows the flow of the air to come through and suck it out there. The Maxx Airfan Deluxe, absolutely brilliant. Couldn't rate it enough, and it is so quiet. We're getting ready, obviously, to go to some festivals this year, and this is going to be ideal for when we have the dogs in the van, and we'll have to leave them for an hour or so, or we have to leave them for a little bit. We don't have to worry about them getting overheated or too hot. You'll also see that where we had the Wi-Fi, we've now mounted the remote control for the Maxx Airfan, the Wi-Fi, our control system, but we've also got our remote control or our access for our inverter, which gives us our 240 for our 240 sockets here, and down here for the fridge. Now for the fridge I've also given it 240 and I've given it 12 volts, so I can switch in between depending on whatever I think is pulling more at the time. So I wanted to also apologise for not uploading so many videos and actually showing this build and all these things that we've done. The weather got really, really bad up here in Scotland. We had a couple of storms, you probably heard about them on the news. Christmas time, all these things. I put the van into storage for Christmas because it was freshly painted, and I didn't want to have all the snow, hail, rain and all this damaging it before I even managed to get away with it. So I ended up putting it into storage for a couple of months. And then when I brought it out, I wanted to get everything done to it so that I could, because we're planning to go away with it in May. We're going to a festival called Volksfling up here in Scotland. I'll put a link to it in below, and I'll possibly put a picture of it up here if I can find one for it just now. If you have a chance to get up there, I would definitely recommend it. I've been going there for years. Great for kids, great for camping, great people. All to do with Volkswagens as well, so if you've got a Volkswagen, you'll be more than welcome to come. As you probably saw from the video there, I've done some external things to the van as well. First one was we added the Fiamma 2.7 metre awning on the outside in black, so it matches the van. Absolutely brilliant. Managed to get the front for it, and I've got some sides that I'm going to be putting on there as well, like windbreakers from Vango, which I'll show you in another video. You'll also notice that we put a massive big front bumper on this. The bumper off of that was actually off of a Land Rover Defender, and I had a friend of mine, my good friend John, who is a welder, who came up and he built the frame for it and managed to mount that monstrosity on the front of the van. I absolutely love it. I'm sure some people are going to really hate it, but I think it's absolutely brilliant and gives it that Mad Max feel to the van. We've mounted some lights on it as well. They're not connected yet. We're also putting some spotlights on the roof, which we haven't put yet, but I've got in the back, and I'll show you them all the external features. I'll show you in the next video. We've got some little things that we're adding onto it. So again, guys, apologies for not uploading in a while, but please bear with us, stick with us, follow us, subscribe us. There's going to be a lot going on this year, and I look forward to taking you all on that journey with us. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.